watching us right now. It's so special to have you here in this amazing meeting UNO is releasing. And I'm representing Lápis de Cor, Escola Projeto Lápis de Cor. I'm here to talk about our special classes we have in our school that we call conversation class. Conversation class, it is like the name said, it is special classes for whom who like to learn more about English, but not usually in every single day in class. They prefer, for example, come and we have special classes to improve other parts of the language. For example, listening or speaking, of course, and especially having fun with that. Not that only books and teachers and the board. We like to them improve the language, but having fun every single day. And this is our conversation class. Every single day, students they are gonna come to talk about a lot of things. They know what exactly they expected every single day, day by day. And okay, but how did we start about it? Let's take a look. Hello guys, tudo bem com vocês? Estamos esperando todo mundo para as aulas de conversação que começam amanhã, dia 2 de março. Pessoal do Fundamental 2 aí, a gente vai ter muitos jogos, brincadeiras, música, seriado e algumas surpresas também. Queremos que todos vocês compareçam. Quem não se inscreveu ainda, procura a Tia Lu, ok? E aí vocês vão poder começar a participar com a gente de segunda a sexta-feira, from Monday to Friday, games, music, and so many things, okay? We are be waiting for you guys. Come! Well, this is what I have started. And after that, we realized that it could be very interesting if we split day by day the activities. So for example, Monday we have the culture day. During the culture day, the students can learn a lot about history, geography, sometimes technology information, whatever. What do they decide to learn? We don't know. But I know they want something different, something outside of the normal way. So during these culture classes, they, for example, watch some documentaries about history or geography documentaries, and sometimes we talk about a little bit or a lot about some countries. For example, we already talked about South Africa. It was an amazing experience because during that day they learned a lot about different countries that we usually don't talk too much about it, right? And during that day they had the opportunity to understand about, for example, segregation, about discrimination, black people, white people, that happens unfortunately in South Africa. And during the middle of the class they could ask, of course, questions, they could express their opinion and something like that. In the end, it was a really big surprise because they didn't know. We've recorded a video, a short video with the flag, and we sent to a friend of mine who lives in South Africa, South African actually. And she got really surprised because she couldn't expect Brazilian or foreign students talking about her country, and she got really happy about it. And they sent a video, in this video we could see how they learned a lot about it. Let's take a look.
Hello Carol! We learned about South Africa! Bye bye!
For example, another class we have is we talked about Canada, and during this day they learned a lot about economy because we talked about why Canada is so important, economical, for example. They of course learned a lot about the flag, about the customs, because they speak 2 languages and something like that. And this is the class I told you guys about South Africa. During this amazing day, they've learned a lot of things about it. And let's take a look about what something student can talk about it, this class. And why do you like conversation class, Lucas?
I like conversation class because it helps me, helps everyone, and it's very fun.
Tuesday. On Tuesday, usually watch movies or TV shows. It's up to them. They can decide where they're gonna do it. For example, we already watched Jurassic Park, and during Jurassic Park class, we had the opportunity to talk about extinct animals And more than that, a little bit about science, because I explained them how DNA works and how these things can be very important for our environment and our way of life. We have, for example, Teen Wolf TV show. During 2 months and something, they came to watch the first season of this teenager TV show. And of course, all of these movies or TV shows, it was speaking English, and it was lyrics, everything in English as well. The subtitles were in English. Okay, and we had Sherlock. They had opportunity to see the famous detective during this globalizing situation around the world, trying to get some clues and fix some historical issues, and using, of course, English. And it was so nice because during this opportunity they've got a different accent, because it was British accent. They said, "We've loved it." Wednesday music. Of course, the name is very easy to get the idea, but we try to do different things on it. For example, sometimes they can listen to music, or they can sing, or we have already tried to record a rap that I gave them some words and they needed to create a rap, and it was so funny because they realized how difficult sometimes it is write something, but I think they liked it a lot. During this class, for example, sometimes we try to create some games or missing words, and they need to fill the lyrics. And sometimes when they like the music, they can dance. We have already had that before. And sometimes it's very nice because we use Spotify, and during this class they can choose what music we're going to listen to. Every week we have 4 or 5 music, but to put the music, the students need to explain why this music is important to them. So for example, I want that music. Okay, teacher, can you put it on this music because I like, this is important for me, because it's fun, because whatever. It's very, very interesting time. Let's take a look at students singing. Thursday, waiting for love, waiting for love.
The stars is Friday,
Burning like a fire gone wild on Saturday.
guess I won't be coming to church on Sunday.
I'll be waiting for love, waiting for love to come around. Well, we have the Thursday game. The Thursday is games, and I guess, in my opinion, in their opinion, is one of the most funny day of the week, because during this time they don't know what expect, because they show up at school, they know it's gonna be games, but they don't know what kind of game. What is it? Let's take a look and try to imagine how funny and how weird maybe the game are. For example, during this amazing day, they have a quiz game, and during this day, it was like, for example, our Passa ou Repassa for the beginning. They need to answer the questions, and if you're right, it's gonna be very good for a team. But if you're wrong, you're gonna get water. It was a bucket of water in your body. And of course, it was very sunny during the day, and they enjoyed a lot. Some students, maybe we can guys see on it. But they got very, very, very wet, and they laughed a lot. We have, for example, another quiz. This day was not that hot, so we decided to substitute the water for inks. And every time they made a mistake, they got some marks, some fingerprints with ink on their face. It was very, very, very funny during this day. It's the same idea of the last one I've showed you guys. But it was special because they got very dirty on it. Not wet, but dirty. Another opportunity we have in this amazing, amazing day, it was our treasure hunt, our Caça do Tesouro, because during this day, they had an opportunity. They were split in 3 teams, and yellow, and green, and blue team, and I've hidden a lot of clues Around the school, they didn't know what exactly were. I give the first clue, as you can see, and they needed to start it running away and running everywhere they could to get the clues. In the beginning, if I don't make any mistake, I guess the green team win the game. It was very, very, very funny. They've learned a lot because the clues they were reading in English, of course, and they had some challenges like exercising challenges on the middle of it. We have our nature around in the back of the school. They could go there and try to fix problems or situations over there. It was really, really funny. We have another game that we called the famous Uno game. And during this day, I split two groups in two different tables. They need to come and play Uno. But of course, I put some different rules in the middle of it because during that, they could try to think in English. And every time they spoke in Portuguese, they were eliminated from the game. That was the idea, that was the spot. It was really, really, really funny. They were enjoying a lot. I guess this is the first game we had here since we started the classes in March 2016. Another photo for the game, they had a bucket full of water, and I was trying to make them understand the questions, and it was really funny because they were trying to pay attention, of course, general language, not English only, but for example, what is the capital of Canada or something like that. It was not that complicated. The idea is to be fast and memorizing the situations. What is your favorite part of conversation?
I like games. My favorite part is quiz because I interact and learn.
And during our Fridays, we have the surprising day. The surprising day, they don't know what they're gonna see here at Lápis de Cor. And sometimes even I don't know what we're gonna see because sometimes they make suggestions and I change the things I've already planned before. But during this day is very nice because I can try to do something that it's not related to movies or games or culture or the other classes we had before. During this day sometimes we get, oh, it could be very nice to do this, and they can give us idea. For example, we have some. One of them was when we have the opportunity to talk to the parents about the classes we had, and of course they couldn't expect we had a little breakfast in the middle of it for the parents, and we talk about our classes. It was a very special day. Another day, for example, they had grammar class, but grammar in a different way. Why grammar? Because the tests were coming and they were very maybe nervous, maybe excited about the test. And I separated this day to talk about these issues they could have. So during this day, we had the different grammar classes. They were open air and they could make questions, and I tried to make some games in the middle of grammar stuff. We had the opportunity, for example, during that, receiving a foreign guy from UK and his lovely wife. I think they are related to one of their students, and we invited them to come and to talk about their culture. So even though I've already lived a couple months in London, of course, receiving a guy from there and talking like 1 hour and a half talking about it, it was very, very amazing. And during these special days, we got really, really surprised in our school because the students, they asked a lot. They asked about economy situations, what were their opinions about Brazilian policy, for example, about Brazilian culture, if they knew how to speak something in Portuguese, and it was very, very, very nice. We got surprised because we didn't ask the students to ask them questions. We said, please guys, pay attention what they're gonna tell you guys. And it was very nice because I guess the students spoke much more than our guests did.
In London, have segregation, for example, in neighborhood.
Have you seen Queen Elizabeth?
Ah, yes.
Yes.
Do you want to learn Portuguese?
Absolutely.
Are there confronts, religions in Bangladesh?
And as you can see, this is our new project we have here since this year, and it's been a pleasure showing them and trying to make them understand how English is important for our life, because of course in this amazing globe and universe we are right now globalizing, and of course English is important. We're not talking here about it. We are here to say how different we're trying to do in our school to make them like the language, learn the language, and feel comfortable in so many different situations. And this is what we would like to say, you guys. Thanks for your time, and if you can try to improve something in your school, it's going to be very good for you guys, as it's going very nice in our school as well. So this is it. This is our conversation special classes. Thank you so much.